Hey guys, it's Ref. As I'm editing, I realized that I said some things out of order, so stop hating, alright? Cool. See ya. Hey guys, it's Ref. Today we're gonna be talking about Endgame and my opinion on it. Getting my water. Alright, let's do this shit. This video is going to be talking about Endgame and my thoughts about it. Spoiler alert. Pass. I saw this movie with a couple friends in the local movie theater. And when I saw it, I thought it was really good. This was Infinity War, but this was Endgame. It was really good. And it was sad because with everything happening, with Stan Lee dying and everything, it's the end. There's nothing else. I mean, I heard about Phase 4, but I mean, it's not gonna live up to its expectations, Anyways, so it started off with Tony Stark and Nebula, in the ship because they were with Thanos in Infinity War, and Thanos left and all that shit. Well, after, Tony, he's like, shit, we lost. You can't do shit about it. So, he started a family and, that's where we go into the future for 5 years. So 5 years later, and we see his daughter. So they kill Thanos. And then Thanos destroys the stones, and it was just crazy. After 5 years, they're like, well, now what? We don't have the fucking stones. He departs himself from the Avengers, and everybody just lives their own life. Well, nothing happens for 5 years, but then Ant-Man, he comes back and he's like, what the fuck happened? And yeah, he doesn't know what happened, so he tells the security guard, because he was some storage shit, and he tells the security guard dude, and he's like, yo, what's up? And he's kind of told about the situation. He visits his house, and then he sees this woman at his daughter's house, and he's like, hey, who are you? And she's like, holy shit. And it turns out that was his daughter, because 5 years had passed. And then he goes to the Avengers, because he was in Civil War, so he's like, oh, they must know what fucking happened, And luckily, Black Widow and Captain America were there. And there, he finds out that half of the whole universe was in the Soul Stone or some shit. And that's crazy. And I was like, what? Yeah. And him being the guy that spent so much time in that the tiny universe, I guess. I don't know. It was he got some ideas. So basically, he thought about the time warp, I think it was. I forgot what the fuck it was called. Something with time travel. And then they're like, oh, we don't know about science. Nobody knows about science. So they tell about the only scientist they know, who isn't Tony, because fuck Tony, right? And yeah, so who would they call? It's the Hulk. And they're like, oh, Bruce, yeah, I fuck with Bruce. But then you fucking see the Hulk, and it's Bruce as a fucking Hulk. So he's smart, but he's fucking swole. He's like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Funny as hell. And basically, Bruce is like, I don't fucking know if this would work, but we're gonna try it, okay? So they try it, and basically, the first trial and error thing they did, test, I guess, the first test they did, it was basically, they put Ant-Man in the little time machine thing, and, he comes back as a baby, an old man, a little kid, and, yeah, so they're like, holy shit, this could work. So they tell Tony about it, and Tony's like, nah, man, we lost. Tony's like, nah, I can't do this. But secretly, he goes, does experiments with the little computer, and then Tony's like, holy shit, this could be true. So he's like, okay, I'll try it out. And this is where goes to see the Avengers, and then that's where he basically he's like, all right, we're gonna try this. And you know, it works out. They go back in time, but they only have one return option. And then a bunch of them fuck up trying to get the stones. And then, yeah. So, once they get the stones, this is where shits get fucking real. You know, Nebula was caught by other Nebula because they're linked by the same brain, I guess, or some shit. So basically, they kind of work together, except the future Nebula didn't want to work with the past Nebula. So basically, she was forced to do that shit. And then, oh my fucking god. You know, Thanos is like, I succeed. But, you know, he's a little impatient ass, so he doesn't wait the future. So he goes to the future and tries to kill off the Avengers there. He's like, oh, you know, I did it in the past. Why can't I do it now? And then when he goes in there, he destroys, like, all, like, the whole area where they're at. And basically, you know, they're fighting Thanos. And, oh my god, man. You should have seen it, dude. You know, basically, they're fighting, and then, you know, Tony Stark's in a pickle, you know, fucking Thanos. It was Thor. He's in a pickle. And then, you know, Thanos is on his ass. But then, you just see, like, the hammer being lifted. Oh, yeah, because fucking Thor got his hammer from the past and took it to the future. So Thor, you know, he's over there struggling, and basically you see the hammer being lifted, but you know Thor is fucking like, oh fuck. So basically you fucking see the hammer being lifted, and then it gets like thrown like fucking like, and then to Thanos, and then you just see fucking Captain America going like, and then it's fucking crazy, like, oh my god. So after that, you know, it's like, what the fuck, you know? I guess you finally find out that he's worthy. And basically, you know, he's fucking clapping Thor's cheeks like, you know, it's like shit. And basically, you know, fucking Captain America's, you know, clapping his ass. And then, you know, eventually, you know, they're fucking like, holy shit, what the fuck? And Thanos, you know, he's like, oh, you know, I've done this, you know. He just claps his cheeks, you know. And, you know, Thor against, I mean, fucking, and then, you know, he finally gets the fucking, the glove after, you know, he defeats, like, all the Wakandians and all that shit. And basically, and then, you know, Tony, he tries to fucking save the shit. So, you know, he's running, like, and then, you know, he's like, ah. And then, you know, Thanos is like, fuck you, bro. So he goes like, and then, you know, Thanos snaps his fingers real quick, and he's like, yo, what the fuck? Why can't I fucking do this? And then you just see, you know, Iron Man, he's like, and it's like, you know, because Iron Man stole the stones. He wasn't trying to get the glove. He was trying to steal the stones, because, you know, Tony's fucking smart. And then, you know, he gets damaged because, you know, Thanos is like, fuck you, bro. I already said that, but, you know, now you know. And basically, you know, Tony's like, you know, I got this. And he snaps. And then, you know, everybody comes back. And, yeah. I said that in weird order. But, yeah. So, basically, you know, Tony's still fighting and he gets damaged. And, Tony Stark dies. And I'm sorry to say that, but he dies, and then before he leaves, he makes a hologram by himself, and he's basically, you know, saying, you know, if this happens, you know, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, the last thing he says to his daughter is, I love you 3000, and, you know, that shit hit right here, dude. I swear, like, I wanted to cry. I got chills, you know. Fuck. I got chills. Oh my god, man. At that point, I'm like, what the fuck? And, you know, you go to his funeral, and it's just sad, you know. Feel all that negativity. But then, you know, Captain America decides to give all the stones back to the past. and you know he can take all the time that he wants, but it's only gonna feel like 5 seconds for us. And then he doesn't come back. You know why? Because he went to the past. And I'm like, holy shit. You know, so this dude lived the life twice. So he was like this buff ass dude, but he went back in time to live with the love of his life. Because, you know, who wouldn't want to do that? Okay, anyways, but that's just really that's Endgame really summed up. I left so many details. I said it in weird order. But yeah, you should really watch the movie. Watch it like 10 times, you know. Thank Marvel Studios. Thank you, Marvel Studios. This was amazing. You know, I would definitely watch it again. And yeah, go watch it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and, you know, put that notification bell, because, you know, I'm trying to, you know, do stuff. And no, this is Raph. See you on my next video. See ya.